Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Everyone, may Allah bless you and your families and give you Jannat al-Firdaus, Ya Rabb. Ameen. Subhanallah, the masjid is empty. And it's a sad situation, but alhamdulillah, we make dua and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to alleviate and to use this as an opportunity, or allow this to be an opportunity for us to be reflective and to grow closer to Him, Ya Rabb. Ameen. So we're just going to go live, inshallah. Adhan and Isha, for those of you who missed the masjid. I don't usually like being on camera, especially during salah, but I know a lot of you miss it. So inshallah, may Allah keep us sincere, Ya Rabb. Ameen.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة الصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا أطيعوا الله ورسوله ولا تولوا عنه وأنتم تسمعون ولا تكونوا كالذين قالوا سمعنا وهم لا يسمعون إن شر الدواب عند الله الصم البكم الذين لا يعقلون ولو علم الله فيهم خيرا لأسمعهم ولو أسمعهم لتولوا وهم معرضون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله وللرسول إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم واعلموا أن الله يحول بين المرء وقلبه وأنه إليه تحشرون. واتقوا فتنة لا تصيبن الذين ظلموا منكم خاصة واعلموا أن الله شديد العقاب. واذكروا إذ أنتم قليل مستضعفون في الأرض تخافون أن يتخطفكم الناس فآواكم وأيدكم بنصره ورزقكم من الطيبات لعلكم تشكرون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تخونوا الله والرسول وتخونوا أماناتكم وأنتم تعلمون. واعلموا أنما أموالكم وأولادكم فتنة وأن الله عنده أجر عظيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن تتقوا الله يجعل لكم فرقانا ويكفر عنكم سيئاتكم ويغفر لكم والله ذو الفضل العظيم. وإذ يمكر بك الذين كفروا ليثبتوك أو يقتلوك أو يخرجوك ويمكرون ويمكر الله والله خير الماكرين. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. لا أقسم بيوم القيامة ولا أقسم بالنفس اللوامة أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه بلى قادرين على أن نسوي بنانه بل يريد الإنسان ليفجر أمامه يسأل أيان يوم القيامة فإذا برق البصر وخسف القمر وجمع الشمس والقمر يقول الإنسان يومئذ أين المفر كلا لا وزر إلى ربك يومئذ المستقر ينبأ الإنسان يومئذ بما قدم وأخر بل الإنسان على نفسه بصيرة ولو ألقى معاذيره لا تحرك به لسانك لتعجل به إن علينا جمعه وقرآنه فإذا قرأناه فاتبع قرآنه ثم إن علينا بيانه كلا بل تحبون العاجلة وتذرون الآخرة وجوه يومئذ ناظرة إلى ربها ناظرة ووجوه يومئذ باسرة تظن أن يفعل بها فاقرة كلا إذا بلغت التراقي وقيل من راق وظن أنه الفراق والتفت الساق بالساق إلى ربك يومئذ المساق فلا صدق ولا صلى ولكن كذب وتولى ثم ذهب إلى أهله يتمطى أولى لك فأولى ثم أولى لك فأولى أيحسب الإنسان أن يترك سدى ألم يك نطفة من مني يمنى ثم كان علقة فخلق فسوى فجعل منه الزوجين الذكر والأنثى أليس ذلك بقادر على أن يحيي الموتى الله.
Just for safety reasons and health reasons, the masajid are closed, but most of the imams take turns, come into the masjid and do the adhan, do the iqamah, even Salat al-Jumu'ah with 2 or 3 people maximum, and when the number gets reduced to 2 people, it will probably go down. So just to keep the sha'air of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala going, and some of you have seen the longer discussion that we've had on Facebook, discussing subhanAllah situations where this happened before and how the Muslim community coped. But just a reminder, subhanAllah, yani stay positive through this. Things like this happen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us strong and committed, and use it as an opportunity to do something positive, to do something good, to do something new, something unique. And many of you are going to be asking about Taraweeh this year. Unfortunately, it's looking like Taraweeh is probably going to be happening, or you can say fortunately, actually, you can say this in a positive way, that it's most likely going to happen at home, not in the masjid. And remember that many of the great imams, including Imam Malik, he really was for the opinion, and his fatwa was that if someone can maintain Salat al-Taraweeh and be consistent, it should be done at home. It should be done at home. So Imam Malik and others, including Imam Shafi'i and Abu Hanifa, they used to do their own Taraweeh at home. And even the Imams that used to lead in the Masjid in Nabawi, and the Imams that used to lead in Masjid Al-Haram, they used to finish the Salah with the public and then go home and then lead their own Jama'ah privately. So this is an opportunity for us to establish our own Jama'ahs in the house, refresh your recitation and your memorization of the Quran, get your kids to practice Salah at home. This is not a time to stop Jama'ah. We should be doing Jama'ah in our own homes every Salah. Fajr, wake your kids up for Fajr, get excited, come together and pray together. Wake your kids up for Qiyam once in a while. And there are many beautiful hadith. Remember the hadith of Ibn Abbas, in which he says the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ brought me from his left to his right when he was praying Qiyam, and he made me pray with him. And the Prophet ﷺ made the Salah, Allahumma salli wa sallim barak al Muhammad, quite long. So this is an opportunity for us to start planning from now. How are you going to split the Salah? Get your kids to start practicing different recitations, different ayat of the Quran, and use this as an opportunity, like we mentioned, to establish your own jama'ahs at home, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. May Allah bless you. Let me read through here. May Allah bless you all and give you Jannat Firdaus. Sister Iman is asking, is it possible to pray along with you? The answer to that, my sister Iman, is the ulama have a consensus, and the consensus is you need to have a specific distance between the Imam and yourself in order to pray along with the Imam. So the short answer is no, you should not be praying along the Imam virtually, but you could be reflecting and you could be just thinking along and reflecting along, but you should not be praying virtually behind the Imam. And that's why, subhanAllah, most of the masajid don't hold virtual khutbahs in the sense that you're praying behind the Imam, but they do hold virtual lectures in terms of the lecture itself, the khutbah itself, but not a virtual jama'ah. May Allah bless you and give you Jannat Firdaus, ya Rabb. Ameen. Allah yazikum Firdaus. May Allah bless you and give you Jannat Firdaus. And remember, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to say, Asalla al-Ghulam, every time he used to come in, and there was one of the younger boys, whether it's Hassan, Hussein, Ali ibn Abi Talib, when he was younger, well, not Ali, but Hassan, Hussein specifically, and Ibn Abbas and others, he used to say, as soon as he walked into the house, he would say, Asalla al-Ghulam, did the young man pray? Did the young teenager pray? So he used to always ensure that his children and grandchildren prayed with him as much as possible. And there are many examples of that from the Sunnah and the Seerah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring us closer to each other, Ya Rabb. Ameen, ameen, ameen. Excellent. How is everyone doing? How are you coping with this? How are you able to maintain? Give us some feedback, some input. How are you able to maintain your sanity through this difficult time? What are you all doing? Share some creative ideas, inshallah, with us. Everyone who's watching. SubhanAllah, the masjid is so beautiful. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. What a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. MashaAllah. So the question is again, how are you all coping? What ideas? How are you able to maintain your sanity through these difficult times? What suggestions, what creative ideas do you have? Wa alaikum assalam, Khaybar. MashaAllah, I have not seen you in so long, man. MashaAllah. May Allah bless you. And bless Brother Babur and Brother Atharul Khan and Sister Iman and Sister Ruqayya. All of you, may Allah bless you and give you Jannat Firdaus, Ya Rabb. Ameen, ameen, ameen. Alhamdulillah. The salat does give us goosebumps. Amazing, subhanAllah, because the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to say, Arihna biha ya Bilal. Oh Bilal, allow us to feel comfort through the salah. And it's amazing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that if there are two people, a husband and wife, or even just generally people who are fighting over inheritance or whatnot, you're supposed to get them to fix the dispute or to discuss the dispute or resolve the dispute right after the salah. So the ayah actually says that get them to sit together after praying salah. Because when you pray salah, subhanAllah, when you pray right after the salah, you feel, if it's done properly, you feel calmer, you feel more relaxed, you feel more at ease, subhanAllah. And because of that, you're able to resolve things more. SubhanAllah, the thing that, the shuyukh used to tell us, if you want to ask me for a favor, don't ask me before the salah, ask me after the salah. Because after the salah, your heart is much more soft, it's much more relaxed, it's in a better state, so you're able to be more receptive and more open to suggestions and ideas and requests, subhanAllah. So that's the power of the salah. And in this time, subhanAllah, I can imagine many of us are thinking, subhanAllah, we're deprived from the masajid, deprived from the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is sad, this is a historic moment. Books of history write about moments like this in which there was no one in the masjid. If you look at, for example, I believe it was Al-Imam Al-Dhahabi in his Siyar A'lam al-Nubala, he says in the year 448 Hijri, there was a devastating pandemic that affected many parts, or you can say epidemic that affected many parts, including subhanallah, including Syria, including Egypt, including Al-Andalus. And in those difficult times, subhanallah, the masajid were closed until there was no musalli left. So imagine moments like this happen, subhanallah. And moments like this, they're there as maybe perhaps a punishment for all the shortcomings that we have as a Muslim ummah, all the division, the chaos, all the panic. Look around you, subhanAllah, there's so much injustice in the Muslim world that needs to be resolved, that needs to be addressed. So definitely it's a wake-up call in many ways. But also it's a reminder that we don't have this for long. We don't have, we don't have the limbs, we don't have the hands, we don't have the eyes for long. Everything goes, subhanAllah. So take advantage of what you have before it's too late. That's one thing that I'm taking from this. Take advantage of everything that you have, Your heart, preserve it. Your eyes, preserve them. Your ears, preserve them. Your tongue, preserve. Life is so short, subhanAllah. No time to hold on to grudges, no time to have hatred, no time to have any of that. Just let go of it. Focus on what's khair, focus on what's good, and eliminate any darkness and negativity from your life, from your heart, from surroundings. And work on doing the best that you can with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. Be the best that you can in whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, whether that is education, whether that is physical, because your body is a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whether that is your state of heart, your state of being. Be productive. Do as much khair as you can with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. Looking here at some of the suggestions. MashaAllah, Sister Aisha is saying your son is being an imam. That's good. It's a great opportunity, MashaAllah. Sister Dua is saying listening to the Quran helps, MashaAllah. Hifdhan Quran, excellent. Trying to do a lot of dhikr. Excellent. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Babur is saying, says salam. Dino, Mikael says salam. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you. Jazakumullah khair, Brother Ahnaf. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Very good to see you too, my sister Zahra. May Allah bless you. And Sister Zaina, may Allah bless you all and give you Jannat Firdaus. Whoever is asking, where am I from? From Toronto, Mississauga area in Canada. Miss the TIC days. Definitely miss the TIC days. Alhamdulillah. We have to be positive, my sister. عَجَبًا لِأَمْرِ الْمُؤْمِنِ أَمْرَهُ كُلُّهُ خَيْرٌ. The condition or the state of the believer is that they're always positive, they're always optimistic. How many of you have been wanting time off of work? I get this so many times, subhanAllah. People are like, oh man, if I could just take 30, 40 days off of work and just stay home, I would finish so much of the Quran, I would do this and I would do that. Well, here, it's a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What are you doing with that time? And don't tell me, well, it's not really time off of work because I'm balancing between this and I'm still doing work. Yeah, alhamdulillah, but you still have time home. At least the commute time. You don't have to do the commute time anymore. I used to commute maybe an hour and a half sometimes, subhanAllah, every day, back and forth. So almost 3 hours sometimes, to the university and back. And now that commute time is gone. So what are we doing with that time? Yeah? Subhanallah. Some of you are asking for the lectures and the halaqat that are coming up. We have some excellent news coming up. Some of you know about, inshallah, and I do want to hear more from you. Yeah? I don't like to talk much, subhanAllah, these days. I just want to hear from you and how you're coping, subhanAllah. But just to give you some examples of what's happening in the community, we're planning, inshallah, on going live recitations every night from ISNA Canada. So usually we go live from right there every night at around 9 p.m. If you want to come and join on the ISNA page, you can join from the ISNA Canada page every night at 9 p.m. Also, we are doing a national youth competition, and that's a youth competition, alhamdulillah, that Umar Nijm, may Allah bless him, and the Misk youth are leading, and they're doing great work with that. And that's basically going to be an opportunity for all your young people, brothers and sisters, to express their creativity, whether it's speeches, whether it's art, whether it's graphics. There will be so many opportunities for your kids. I believe it's from grade 3 all the way to grade 12. So young children and middle school students and high school students, everyone has the opportunity to contribute and to be creative during this time. And there are great rewards and awards associated with that. So inshallah, if someone can post, I know some of you have seen it already, maybe one of the MISC brothers and sisters can join and post the link inshallah for you if you're interested bi'idhnillah ta'ala. And I've posted already a few days ago, so you can look through the post inshallah. Other things that are happening alhamdulillah in the community, we're going to be going with Quran journey every day of Ramadan bi'idhnillah ta'ala. That's the plan. 10 minutes a day, doing some Quranic reflections bi'idhnillah ta'ala. We are, check out the ISNA page, mashallah tabarakallah. ISNA is doing excellent work. Every day there are maybe 4 or 5 different programs that are coming up and coming alhamdulillah out. And again, it's a great opportunity bi'idhnillah ta'ala to stay engaged and engage the community online bi'idhnillah ta'ala and do some good work alhamdulillah. And again, most of the imams that I do know, mashallah, most of the imams that I know are using this as an opportunity to reflect, to read Quran, to do dhikr, to engage their memorization, improve their commitment to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, add more qiyam, do anything subhanallah that increases your knowledge, increases your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and balance between alhamdulillah those different commitments. Yeah, we used to panic. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I'm reading the comments here. Alhamdulillah. Wallah, there's no reason to panic. There's no reason to panic. The Muslim is always optimistic. Because if subhanallah, the Prophet Muhammad says, if someone passes away from something like this, they're shaheed, they're a martyr. And if someone lives through it, alhamdulillah, they're brought closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If this gets you to stop the bad habits that you have, the sins that you're committing publicly or privately, if this gets you to rekindle some of the relationships that you have with other people around you, then it's khair from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If this gets you to be more reflective and introspective and more calm, more easy, more in touch with yourself, get you to take care of your mental health, your physical health, then it's actually a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, mashallah, may Allah bless the brother who just mentioned the meals. Alhamdulillah, ISNA, one of the projects that they're doing is they're offering meals for those who are on the front lines. Doctors and healthcare workers are offered meals, alhamdulillah, so they can actually come to, I believe now we have 12 restaurants that have partnered up with ISNA, and those restaurants, mashallah, tabarakallah, they're able to give free meals to any physician, healthcare worker, nurse who's on the front line, and that's a great gift, mashallah, tabarakallah. If you notice one thing, we're just passing time here. If you stand right under the dome, there will be natural echo. So right here, there will be natural echo. Right here. Allahu Akbar. And that's how the Mamluks used to actually, and many Muslim engineers throughout time used to get the message to echo. So naturally, just through the dome structure, you can get the entire message to echo. Sometimes better than the mic echo, subhanAllah. Incredible. Do we have any plans where kids will be memorizing the Quran? At this time, Sister Aisha, please do send my salam to your family, all of them, may Allah bless them. Unfortunately, we don't have any plans at this time, myself, for memorization of the Quran with children. But inshallah, this is getting us to rethink and refocus some of our commitments. And hopefully, inshallah, we'll have a program soon, inshallah ta'ala. Tamam. May Allah bless you and give you Jannat Firdaus. Does anyone else have any questions? Any questions that you have? We're here inshallah to ask or to answer any questions that you have. They all paying salam to you and your family. May Allah bless your family, Brother Uthman and Brother Jamshid. May Allah bless him and give him Jannat Firdaus, Ya Rabb. Ameen. And your mom and everyone. May Allah bless you too, Brother Umair, and give you Jannat Firdaus, Ya Rabb. Ameen. Ameen, Ya Rabb al-Alameen. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Alhamdulillah, if you notice, speaking of positivity and being optimistic, one of the things, mashallah, tabarakallah, that, the masjid has done, and I love, honestly, if you know me, I love masajid, but, sometimes our masajid, because they're run as non-for-profits and because they're run mainly by volunteers, it takes so long to get things done. But alhamdulillah, I'm humbled to be working here at ISNA at this time, because mashallah, tabarakallah, the board is very, very, very creative, and they're very, mashallah, sometimes wallahi, the board members do more than the staff that are working here. And I'm speaking about me, not other staff, but I know mashallah, tabarakallah, board members that do a lot more than subhanallah, myself, and they do it all voluntarily. So one of the things that they're doing now, mashallah, tabarakallah, I'll show you quickly, is they're actually building here. So because the masjid is open, or the masjid is, they're building inshallah a small lecture or education center here. and we're adding, alhamdulillah, a small space for the youth as well in the offices, and we're incorporating more office space, more open office space, mashallah, tabarakallah. So this is an example of how you can turn a negative into a positive. No one is coming for the most part to the office, so what do? Alhamdulillah, the board has decided, let's do some construction, let's make the place even better. Let's prepare it so when it opens up, it's in a much better state and it accommodates the needs of the community. That's a great example of how to be optimistic and how to be positive and how to turn a negative into a positive. MashaAllah, we can be on board for food program of ISNA. May Allah bless Sister Ruqayya and give you Jannah. And Sister Nazila, my salam to Ayan and Hannan, all of them, mashallah. And Sister Arish, wa alaikum salam. Any ideas to increase ibadah with very young kids? The best thing to do with kids is to empower them. Don't tell them what to do. Empower them to do what is right. So give them opportunities to do khatira. Give them, make it a competition for them to compete with each other to see which one is going to deliver the best khatira, deliver the best adhan, deliver the best reminder. Get them to do each a section. I would, for example, take one and tell them, listen, you're going to give me a summary of Abu Bakr's life. You're going to give me a summary of Umar's life. You're going to give me a summary of Uthman's life. Give them good resources. Get them to do the research themselves. And you'll find, subhanAllah, as they're doing the research, they themselves are going to be inspired by the people that they learn about. So get them to do research about Uthman, Ali ibn Abi Talib, Hudayfa, all of these great names. Even Imams, Imam Malik, Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Al-Dhahabi, all of these names. Get them to do some ground and background research. They'll love it, and inshallah, they will appreciate it. And of course, reward the work that they do. It'll go a long way. Do you know of any Quran online programs that will give the youth opportunities? Yeah, there are so many different Quran platforms now that will teach online. Check out Qutor.com, Qutor.com, Qutor, so like Quran Tutor. That's a great platform that will give your children, inshallah, and youth the opportunity to memorize while being distant. Nowadays, subhanAllah, one of the things that we have to be very grateful for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala this time is we have the opportunity to do, mashallah, degrees and educational programs completely online. Now we have, mashallah, Al-Azhar University, which has its amazing, excellent program online. We have Medina University, which has just recently launched its program online. So nowadays there are no excuses. And of course, some of you know me. I'm pursuing, alhamdulillah, my education at the university. I'm pursuing my education at Al-Azhar. I'm pursuing my work full-time here at the masjid and doing some community service on the side. So don't say you can't balance things. No, you can. And alhamdulillah, also with the family and the family commitments, you can definitely do it. Each and every one of us is capable of having, alhamdulillah, those different commitments. And if you keep yourself busy with the khair, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by the way. I'm not just sharing this to boast. I'm just sharing as an example of, encouragement for all of you. All of you should be reminding your kids, subhanAllah, you can be an engineer, a doctor, a teacher, a stay-home mom, whatever you choose to, and you can still do Islamic work on the side and community service on the side. And it doesn't take away from your time. Actually, it blesses it. You'll be exhausted, sure, yeah, but you'll feel very productive. And one good thing leads to another. And you'll see, subhanAllah, yourself, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the amount of energy depending on the amount of work that you're doing. So in the morning, subhanAllah, I wake up sometimes, and let's say there's lots of work to do that day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you enough energy for the work that you're doing. But if you don't have much work, subhanAllah, you'll feel naturally that you're just getting a little bit lazy, and that's the key, subhanAllah, to being productive, to take more on sincerely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What should teenagers do at home during this time? Reading Quran and listening to lectures can become repetitive. Any suggestions? MashaAllah, Sister Yamama, may Allah bless you. Of course, the last thing you want is to have bored children who are just reading Quran all day. SubhanAllah. My recommendation would be find creative ways to learn something new. Take on a programming language and learn it. Take on a software and learn how to use it. So get your degree or get a certificate in Photoshop, in InDesign, in Adobe Premiere, in whatever is out there, Sony Vegas. Get a certificate in C++, in HTML, in PHP, in Python, in Perl. Learn a skill, subhanallah. Learn how to design or program something, subhanallah. Learn how to paint, learn how to draw, learn how to make graphics. Take on a new talent, yeah. Take on a new talent and pursue it, subhanallah. So that way you're productive. Learn how to read, learn how to write. Get a diary. Keep your ideas. Do a video. Do a vlog. Some unique, creative way. But don't just sit there and be idle, and just play video games all day. Even if, subhanallah, even if someone loves video games, okay, well, learn how to subhanallah. Do the graphics for video games. Learn how to do the programming in the back, for video games. So turn whatever talent or whatever, skill they have into an opportunity to learn. And you'll see, subhanAllah, that's one of the ways that your brain gets rewired, yani. You begin to be focused less on, just mundane and absent-minded fun, and then you begin to, find fun through productive things that will benefit you and benefit people around you. So subhanAllah, the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad is to take the talent that someone has and to groom it and to grow it in something productive, subhanAllah. And that's a great way, inshallah, hopefully, that we can engage our youth during this time. And one of the, mashallah, tabarakallah, groups that is doing that is Misk Youth here at ISNA. They're doing great work with that. So they're teaching kids, they're giving dawrat or giving courses, or you can say, what's a dawra in English? They're giving, different opportunities for people to learn, especially youth, mashallah, tabarakallah. They're giving different youth the opportunity to learn these different programming languages. So check out, mashallah, tabarakallah, all their different, services and different courses that they're offering. Top 5 reciters in your opinion. Oh, mashallah, tabarakallah. That's a really good question. Ultra tough question, man. You're putting me on the spot here. I would say, mashallah, tabarakallah, it depends on the era, and it depends on the type of recitation that you have in mind. But I would say, generally speaking, one of my favorite reciters to listen to, mashallah, tabarakallah, and this is not a shock. It is Mishari bin Rashid al-Afas, Sheikh Mishari. I love his recitation. It's got that perfect balance between proper tajweed and excellent makharij and excellent delivery and engaging, not subhanallah, too mundane. So it's an excellent recitation. I would also say more recently I'm starting to, mashallah, of Sheikh Bandar Balila of the Haram. Excellent voice, mashallah, tabarakallah. So I would say, mashallah, tabarakallah, Sheikh Mishari, Sheikh Bandar Balila. The classics, you can't deny the classics, mashallah, tabarakallah. Sheikh Abdul Basit, Abdul Samad, Sheikh Al-Husari, and I would put in there Sheikh Al-Minshawi. Those 5, definitely, mashallah, tabarakallah. For me, the 2 contemporaries and the 3 classics, those are definitely, mashallah, excellent. And of course, there are others, mashallah, tabarakallah. Sheikh Muhammad Jibreel, mashallah, he's got a beautiful voice. And a few others, mashallah, tabarakallah. Jazakumullah khair. How do you improve? Can you get an imitation? Habibi, may Allah bless you. Let me check my battery here because it's dying. But inshallah, you're putting me on the spot here. Okay, so I can actually tell you one of the tricks to improving your voice is to get into a nice echo chamber. May Allah bless you. Is to get into a nice echo space like this right here is a really good space, and to just keep practicing until you get it. So like for example, if you're practicing your adhan in a hallway or a nice echo chamber, you'll be able to listen to yourself, and it'll go something like this. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And listen, it's all about practice. Keep practicing, keep listening, mashallah, tabarakallah. And actually, if you're able to, again, practice your Quran also under a nice echo chamber, just take your time and read over and over again until you get it. It's all about practice. So one of the things that, subhanAllah, you can do, الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. And have a teacher, a professional teacher or a qualified teacher that will give you that instruction, mashallah, and help you get better. And also, again, if you want to, more recently, I'm really enjoying Sheikh Bandar Balila. So again, if you get the right spot here for the echo, it goes something like this. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. Didn't really get it, but yeah, again, keep practicing. That's one of my suggestions. Get a nice echo chamber or a nice hallway naturally, and just stay there and practice, and listen. Always listen. And again, yani, sit with someone who's qualified. They'll give you those really crisp advice that will take your recitation or take your delivery from like a level 8 to level 10 or level 6 to level 7, wherever you're at. It's always good to have someone who's qualified. With the Quran, subhanAllah, you know, a lot of people think, mashallah, I have a beautiful voice, I'm great. But in reality, you can't be the judge of that. Yeah? You have to have someone who's qualified to judge, because there's so many subtleties in tajweed and recitation that you can't pick up just with an average ear. You have to be really trained for a while in order to pick up. But those are my recommendations. Practice in a nice chamber, in a nice hall with a good echo, and keep working on it until you perfect it, inshallah ta'ala. It goes a long way. Tamam. I'll take inshallah. May Allah bless you, Safareen, and give you Jannah. May Allah bless you and give you the best in dunya and akhirah, Rabb. Ameen. And Brother Islam Zaytoon, may Allah bless you. And Sheikh Rifat, may Allah bless you and your family, Rabb, and keep you always in the best of states. Tamam. At this time, inshallah, what we'll do, let's close, or let's turn the lights off here in the masjid. And let's, inshallah, get going. May Allah bless you. If you have any questions, inshallah, we'll take them now. Otherwise, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward you and to bless you and give you Jannat Firdaus. And if you have any suggestions for programs that you want to see coming in the next couple of weeks, couple of months, inshallah, please let us know. We're open to the ideas. As you know, right now, I'm really busy with the school, inshallah, because I am taking school full-time, grad school soon, inshallah, full-time. So it's going to be a while, but inshallah, as soon as I'm finished with that, I'm going to be coming, inshallah, full force into the community and doing as much as I can with the time that I have. So inshallah, if you have any questions or any suggestions or any comments, please feel free to share. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless you and to give you the best in dunya and akhirah, Rabb. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Oh, Barbar is asking for memorization tips. Memorization tips. My memorization tip for you would be consistency. Ya Allah, consistency. If you just make a deal with yourself that every time after salah, after salat al-fajr, after salat al-maghrib, after salat al-isha, after every salah, you just memorize 5 lines or 2 lines or even 1 line, wallahi, you'll have an amazing amount of the Quran memorized. So make the Quran a part of your life. It can't be something that you do on the side. The scholars say that you have to give your Quran your fullest in order for the Quran to give you itself back. So my recommendation, inshallah, as my battery is about to die, give yourself to the Quran fully, make it consistent, listen, have someone that's going to hold you accountable, do it as part of a group, and there are many other, subhanAllah, memorization tips. But my biggest one would be to wake up early after Fajr and to stay after Fajr for 5-10 minutes every single day, with no exception. It doesn't matter if the world is ending, you're going to make that time to sit down and to memorize the Quran, inshallah. Brother Amir is asking about the 40 Nawawis. Yes, inshallah, they will be offered online. We're going to be starting, inshallah ta'ala, soon. May Allah reward you for tuning in and give you the best in dunya and akhirah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Stay safe, keep us in your dua and your in mind. Assalamu alaikum.